Hello, folks. I was forced out of retirement because of a video that's going around that discusses white privilege and how white people are successful because they cheat. This was put together by the African American Policy Something Division, where they tell us that they made the video in 2010 and have been using it for decades. I assume they are a time-traveling group that is going to be annoying us for a long time, decades, obviously. This video is so infuriating that parents in a Virginia school district, Glen Valley or something like that, demanded it get shut down, which they are now protesting. The African American group is protesting it, saying we're being censored. We're trying to explain minority failure and why affirmative action is crucial by comparing it to a relay race. So I'm going to watch it with you and explain to everyone with an IQ under 100 why it is really, really stupid. And why these parents were right to shut it down. Structural discrimination, what the hell is it called? The Unequal Opportunity Race. Now, for some reason, they get to start at 1600 when Columbus was involved, I guess. It's Christopher Columbus's fault again. So we start, they can't go. 1492, sorry. We start in 1492 for some reason. I guess that's when there was the first slave. By the way, there was 12 million slaves sent from Africa. 10 million made it to the New World. America got about 388,000 of them. Brazil should be getting some flack. They're the ones who benefited from this. And we didn't start slavery. We ended it, okay? And we lost 650,000 people ending it. That's 2% of the American population. That's the equivalent of 6 million people today. The Civil War is America's Holocaust. So shut up and you're welcome. Okay, so we turn Jewish when we get older. It's 1790 now. And then we throw the money to the next guy. The majority of the poor are white in America. But I guess we have to focus on the winners and explain away their winnings. Look, we just breezed by the Civil War. 650,000 died. And we breezed by the Industrial Revolution when a poor Scot invented the idea of putting a steam engine on its side and invented factory production. Now we've got these people running along, and racism ruins the day. I guess that's the 70s now. Why are you telling kids this? That's child abuse. When you tell kids that the world is against them, you're telling them not to try. You're encouraging crime. Poor schooling, I blame Democrats for that. We keep spending more money on schools. We're up to $12,000 a student, and test scores are going down right as spending goes up. That's the Dems. We're trying to privatize it with charter schools. What, a Mexican is helping a black woman get employed? I'm not familiar with that. By the way, Jamaicans are incredible runners. I don't know why she's not kicking ass. As Jim Goad pointed out in a recent article about this video that standardized tests are now life-threatening. Oh, good, she's got some velocity. Now we have the school-to-prison pipeline, which I also blame Democrats for. I will give them this, that our incarceration rate is insane. But those people committed crimes. They weren't randomly pulled off the street, and a lot of them were the victims of idle hands. Yes, when you incentivize single moms, you create welfare, then kids are sitting on their idle hands, and they are pulled into this idiotic drug war. By the way, there's a problem with your analogy here, guys. You don't get to stay at a villa during a race. And you're not allowed to take performance-enhancing drugs. This guy the guy who did this, the guy behind the AAFRP or whatever it's called, he needs to go back to high school and learn some basic logic. And then the black woman is at a dead end because of a shortened lifespan, even though black women live longer than white men. I don't understand that analogy. Oh, and then the white men do incredibly well, do it an escalator. By the way, the elephant in the room here is Oriental. What about Asians? What about Chinese Americans? They beat us on every metric. They make more money. They're more successful. They're healthier. They live longer lives. Did they cheat? No. That was hard work because they're a minority. But if a white guy's doing well, he cheated. I mean, the logic here is depressing because it's un-American. Here's the beauty of America. If you try, you will succeed. No, it's not pictures of successful people. Role models didn't get Norman Borlaug working. Having the head of neurosurgery in a TV movie black doesn't make blacks pursue neurosurgery. Affirmative action is dumb. It makes blacks who are successful feel bad because everyone thinks they cheated to get there. And it puts people in a position where if they weren't meant to get into Yale and you force them into Yale, they're going to drop out and not go to a school that was more suitable for them. It's a fucking dumb method. America's a wonderful country because when you work hard, you do well. So instead of blaming the winners, become one.
You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want.
try, try and try. You succeed at night.